Came out, they had great energy all day. They were around the football, attacking the football. That's who we are. That's what we do. So the defense just being, who they are. They're making plays. You had Aziz make a play on the football, couple. He got his hands on the ball twice, and then Miles had a really good coverage snap, playing in great position, and was able to finish with the ball in his hand. So it's really, doing a really great job in the back end, also up front. Those guys are playing well together.
When you get back in offense, Christian Kirk, and what does he add?
Yeah, Christian has been awesome to work with. He's first and foremost, he's a really great dude. Like really excited to add him to our locker room. He brings great spirit, great energy to our locker room. But you see, as a player, you see the explosiveness that he has downfield, the hands that he has, like really quick. Whether it's working, in a slide or also working on safeties down the field, like he's able to make plays, and that's what I'm excited to see. Just him and CJ's connection continue to grow.
Going back to the defense, obviously I know you're a defensive-minded coach, but how do you
I'm not a defensive-minded coach. I'm a football coach.
All right, well, considering you were a defensive player, how do you balance as far as defense dominating your offense here? How do you balance what you want to see from both sides?
Yeah, both sides made plays today. I know it gets highlighted when the defense intercepts the football, but the offense made some really nice plays as well. But it's a really healthy balance of just competition. And that's what I like to see. Guys are in the right spot. Guys are where they're supposed to be. Now, that's coaching, getting the guys in the right spot. Now, the player takes over. Now, who can make that play? Offense, defense. Now, that's up to the guys. Like, how bad do you want to make those plays?
Any update on Jalen injuries? Is this just a couple days thing?
Yeah, as always, Jalen and whoever is not out there, everybody is on different schedules. So you'll see different guys out there at different times, and we'll be ready to roll.
Coach, we've been able to observe these last couple of days of these guys being, last couple of practices, these guys being without pads on. How much does that change Monday with the pads on?
And once we put the pads on, you'll see guys start to separate themselves. Like you have a lot of guys who can do it in shorts and helmet. I've seen that all throughout my career. As long as I've been in the NFL, guys are making highlight plays in shorts where you don't have to worry about getting hit. Now, when you put the pads on, it's a little different story. It's real football when you're able to put the pads on, and that's when the evaluation piece really starts to take place. It's like that's how the game is played. It's a physical game. That's the way it's played in pads, and that's where we'll see guys start to truly separate themselves.
To follow up on that, is it also, even when these guys are just in shorts, the fundamentals still have to be there even without the pads on, correct?
The fundamentals are always key. We always restart anytime we start a new phase, whether it's our OTA training camp. We always start back over with the basics. You can never lose sight of the fundamentals. That's why when you football games, when you're on the fundamentals, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And when you can not think about the fundamentals and it's muscle memory, like now that allows you to have a clear mind to go make plays. Going through this first phase, I really just wanted to see our guys just really get acclimated to the weather here in Houston, first and foremost, getting acclimated to the heat, being able to understand how to hydrate and take care of yourself in that manner and make it through the practices the proper way. And I feel like our guys are in a really good spot. I'm just thankful to our sports performance staff doing a really good job in the background of really making sure our guys are hydrated, recovered, making sure their bodies are able to withstand the elements we have to deal with here in Houston. So we've had a great job of just acclimating the guys over these first 4 days, and now we'll start to ramp it up a little bit more starting on Monday when we put the pads on.
How excited are you to have that jump right into this defense? We see last season, but now are you having a good understanding of what you guys are all about?
Sheldon is a very important piece because he provides a lot of leadership. He's a veteran player who's done it for a while. And I really believe you got the right veteran player, they can really enhance the growth, right, and really speed up the growth of some of our younger guys. So really, excited to have him back. Just his wealth of knowledge of playing the game for a while, being in a lot of different places, seeing it done a lot of different ways. like for him to come back and add his insight to our not only our defensive line room, but to our entire team is very invaluable. So I'm excited to have him back.
Last one.
You guys have envisioned Ariante Urstry as a tackle. He's been out there, left tackle, right tackle. What have you seen from him and you and the staff that's been encouraging?
What I've seen from Tay, we moved him from right to left, trying to see how much he can handle, and I continue to see growth from him. I think he's done a really good job of being able to have a seamless transition of going back left to right. He does a really good job of playing with great balance, great footwork, and that allows him to be in good position. Has really long arms. It's just a matter of him trying to get as many reps as possible so the game can slow down. But from a physical standpoint, he has the tools and what it takes to be a tackle in this league.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, appreciate it, guys.
Am I ready?
Today? Man, it was fun to be out there today. Seeing guys attack the ball, having fun. I think we had, about 3 picks today? I know Z's caught one, Miles caught one. I think both of them were pick sixes, and then I think we had one more. So just seeing the guys excited, seeing some of the young guys make plays. I seen J-Rock make about 3 plays a day on the ball. Just excited for him, and man, it's fun being out there competing against the best.
What's the biggest difference between you now and last year?
I would say the biggest difference between myself now and last year is last year, I was just more like wide-eyed. Like I didn't really know what to expect. I was just coming out here trying to prove myself. And I'm not saying that I've proven myself, but I'm still proving myself. But it's like I understand what's going on. I have a better idea of, what's like the task at hand today. Like I have a better process. I'm a better pro than I was last year. So it's like when I come in, I understand what I need to do. Like my morning routine is better. My afternoon routine is better. My sleep schedule is better. It's just like everything is starting to just come in the flow. The game is slowing down for me. Everything is moving a little bit slower. I'm able to move faster. I'm able to understand the nuances of the defense that we're running. So it's just like everything is starting to just progress up.
Kind of along those same lines, do you think the things you did in the offseason this year helped get you to where you are now? Are you happy with that?
Yes, sir. I really think that my offseason really helped me. I don't think I've ever stopped working. Like I was from the day that we lost, I probably took a couple of days off because they made me, and then I got right back to it. Like I've been itching to get back on the field, so it's just like all that training and all the work that I've been putting in the offseason and last season, really my whole life, I'm just trying to show that on the field every day.
You guys have this receive a new guy like Christian Kirk. And do you remember who you went against the Jaguars?
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching Christian Kirk since he was at A&M, and he's been elite this entire time. And I know that's a long time ago. And just playing against him last year, obviously I didn't get to guard him much because he was more an inside guy. But just seeing how he works every day, like he's a real pro, and it shows why he's been so good for so long. Like just seeing his work ethic, seeing how he approaches every day, his routes, his attention to detail, that makes me better. Whenever I get to go up against him, and then that makes whoever's going up on the inside also better.
You said you still trying to improve a young player like Jalen Smith. He seems to take it to you and Kalen, and y'all have this tight connection.
J-Rock, I mean, he's just like us. I mean, young, hungry, loves the game, and just wants to soak up knowledge. So it's just like, I mean, really, we're all the same, to be honest, in the DB room. Like, we all just want to play ball and play at a high level, and we love playing with each other. Pause. But it's just like just seeing him grow every day, like just making plays on the ball, and then me getting excited for him because I saw myself doing that last year. It's just really fun.
How has CJ Gardner-Johnson kind of added another level of attitude and dog to y'all already moved that still up though?
Obviously, for one, he's a great football player. He's been playing ball for a long time, and just his mentality, the way he loves the game. Like, you can say what you want to say about CJ, but he really loves the game of football, and it shows every day. Like, you can see how he attacks plays, how he wants to know, how he's asking questions, how whenever we're on the field, he's communicating. He's excited for guys whenever we're making plays. I'm excited for him whenever he's making plays. It's just like just adding another dog, like you said, to the back end. That's never a bad thing.
Lamar, what did it mean to you to see, when you all went over to Puerto Rico for that cover one elite camp, and it was all those defensive backs, but your little linebacker showing up so he could work on his pass cover. What does that mean to you all from a leadership standpoint, seeing Aziz out there with you all?
Man, that means a lot. I mean, but Aziz has been a great leader. Like, from the day that I met him, Aziz has been really like a one-on-one leader. We call him Unc because all he do is talk. Like, every time you see Aziz, he's giving somebody game. I mean, whenever me and CB first got here, he just talked to us and just gave us a lot of different nuances, and he's always just trying to pass something on to someone else. And whenever he came to Puerto Rico, it was a chance for us to kind of pass some of the stuff that we know, coverage-wise, on to him. And not saying that he doesn't know how to cover, because obviously he does. He's a very elite linebacker, but it's just like we soak up game from him, and he was able to. A good leader can also listen. You know what I'm saying? So him being able to soak up game from us, that also meant a lot.
It paid off today, right?
Yes, sir, for sure. Pick 6.
More the potential for the secondary, what it could be. How should you guys think about that? Obviously, about actions and put in the work every day, but just the potential you see for it.
I don't believe in potential, to be honest. It's either you do it or you don't. So we don't really think about the potential. We don't think about what it could be. We focus on working every day, focusing on our technique, getting better with each other, grinding with each other, and making sure that the product that we put on the field on Sundays is what it's supposed to be.
All set? Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it. Thank y'all.
All right, that was great. Appreciate it.
What's up, y'all?
Caleb, when you think about your rookie year and you reflect on it, what are some things you think you're better at now having had this offseason?
You said reflect on my rookie year, when I think I'm better at now.
Where you're at now, improvements you've made.
I think now I'm just going into the second year, I'm more comfortable, being a year into the system. It helps me go out there and play faster, and, I know what to expect now that I'm out there.
You guys have 3 pick sixes today. Is that the new standard for you guys?
Of course, we try and go out there and get a takeaway every single game. If we get multiple, that's lovely. So, yeah, that's the standard.
What did this team get with CJ Gardner-Johnson being here?
Very versatile dude, very vocal player, a leader, a guy who's gonna go out there and give us his all, and guy who's gonna push everybody around him and make everybody better around him.
Kellen, the workouts you guys have together in the offseason, you, Damari, a lot of the guys that get together with your trainer, Rory, how much does that kind of build camaraderie? And also, you're in the lab and talking about, hey, I see you do this, and just kind of sharing that information and knowledge.
It helped a lot. Us training with Ja'Cory, a great trainer. Him having us all out there at the same time. We all putting the work together, so we know what to expect when we get into camp, and we know what we're gonna bring to the table.
Caleb got also forward to about taking from the last couple of days and then pass go on.
Sorry, say it again.
What lessons can you guys take from these past couple of days and apply and pass go on?
There's no lessons learned. We out here to compete in this camp. When the pass go on, it's just we're gonna keep competing. Everybody's out here. We all trying to fight for a spot now. There's no more OTAs. After this, it's season. We're going. So.
Caleb, for you specifically, what's been the biggest growth from year 1 to year 2 going to camp?
Like I said, me just from year 1 to year 2, just becoming a smarter player. Like I said, being a year into the system, it helps me play comfortable and go out there and play faster.
Collectively, what do you think the secondary can be like in the one of the best, the best? What do you think?
The best, not one of the best. I think we got the best secondary in the NFL. We got guys everywhere. From depth, I think we got the best depth, and every guy who names get caught up, they're going to step up and make a play.
Caleb, what have you seen from Caleb Smith so far? Obviously, you had a relationship with him before, but he's basically good enough to play. So
Yeah, a guy who's just out here competing every single day, a guy who's learning every single day, a guy who's growing, and like I said, competing, making plays every single day and being consistent. So he keep that up, he's going to keep making plays.
how do you feel you all have been able to help him and Caleb as well? That kind of turn the season
I think we get to help him a lot, especially me. Coming from college with him, I've seen his growth, and now we're here with each other. So, and me being a year into the system, I kind of can help him knowing the system. And when he asks me questions, I always have an answer for him. And we sit down extra and go over our plays every single night. We talk on the phone even when we're in a hotel with each other. So that's my guy right there.
You got to see him a little bit last year when he was playing in Jacksonville. But what does Christian Kirk provide for the offensive side of the ball? What do you remember about that?
Very versatile dude. Guy, like I said, who's gonna go out there and give us all. Who brings a juice to the offense. Very dangerous slot receiver. He a slot pro. That boy, he good in that slot. So and he got some real strong hands. But I think he's gonna be really good for our team.
What do you think of the slight listen to the top QBs?
Very disrespectful. Sting the best corner in this league, hands down. Think so. Just to see the disrespect is kind of crazy. What he put into this game and what he come out here and do every single day, I don't think there's no DB better than him.
All good? Cool.
How we doing? Good, good.
Christian, have you done anything differently this offseason to prepare your body for this year?
Yeah, this offseason was unique for me just because I've been out since October. So it was the longest span of time that I've had to really just kind of revamp my body. First, it was recovering from the collarbone, and then, once I was healed from that, it was really just getting back down to the basics and just, rebuilding my body to be able to sustain a 17-game season and onto the playoffs. So, health-wise, I feel great. Since I've been here, I've gotten bigger, stronger, and faster, and it's starting to show up on the field. So, just really excited with where I'm at physically.
Christian, on the Nick Bailey offense, a lot of guys from New England talk about the amount of knowledge receivers need to have to make adjustments and moving quarterback, seeing things
Sure.
from the defense. How fun is that? Because it is a bit of a chess match, and you're not just like, okay, we're on post. You're making changes on the fly. That's a hallmark of the offense.
Yeah, they definitely put a lot on your plate at the receiver position, especially as playing F, who's the adjuster in the offense. You really have to know a lot, and coverage dictates a lot, and the run game and the pass game, and so it's just getting on the same page and seeing it through the same lens that CJ sees it. And the quicker we can both see the same thing at the same time, and even the other receivers, the better we're going to be. So we challenge ourselves in our room. Ben does a great job of just growing our football IQ so we can just play fast in this offense.
What is the process of developing that chemistry with CJ Stroud?
Yeah, I think it's just coming out with a plan each and every day, and if we miss something, communicating what either of us could have done differently, and then either get it off to the side the next day at practice or later that day in practice. I think it's just evolving communication. That's one thing that me and him really talked about is, yet we haven't had a ton of time to be able to connect and whatnot. It's just the constant talking and, hey, did you like that? What would you prefer? Did you see this? Did you see that? Because like I just mentioned, it's just getting on the same page and seeing it through the same lens.
How integral have you been in helping rookie Jalen Noel slow the game down day by day?
Yeah, Jalen's already ahead of the curve, just with the way he prepares and, who he is as a person and as a player. Like I said, he prepares really well. He's smart. And so, for him, it's just, going out there and playing fast, which I struggle with as a rookie. There's a lot of stuff going on, especially this defense. They play fast. They give you a lot of looks. So, I just try to give him little tidbits here and there. If I see something that he can improve or something that I've done in the past that works, I'm always going to try to give it to him because, I want to see him excel. He's going to have a great career in this league and make a lot of plays for us.
What did you think about Nico Collins before you got here versus being on the field during the offseason, on the field here these last 4 days, in the room with him?
Yeah, he's a beast. I mean, playing against him and, seeing what he's done from afar, his career path has just accelerated the past couple years, and being out here in the room with him and on the field with him, it all makes sense. The thing I appreciate most about him is he's a selfless guy. He's just out there. He wants to see everybody else do well, and when you're a player like that, good things are going to come for you. And he never shies away from the big moment and always makes the big plays when you need it. So he's been really impressive to work with, and I'm excited to keep going this season.
Has there been any similarities in this offense compared to any of the offenses you played in before? How has that maybe helped you to be able to teach on the field to the other guys?
Yeah, I think with just what we're able to do personnel-wise, going from 12 to 11 personnel, being able to move guys around in an offense, that's something that, I've done in the past and I really enjoy, not just me playing in the slot and Nico being outside by himself, putting Nico in the slot sometimes, putting Hutch in the slot, putting Jay, just moving guys around and dictating, the defense with, formation and motion, I think is the best way to operate as an offense. And Nick has done a great job of, being able to install that so far and putting us at a spot where we can keep on evolving. So that's one of the things that I really, enjoy and that I've done in the past. It's helped me so far. Yeah, I think it's coming along great. And like I said, it just starts with the communication. But banking reps like those, that's a real rep. That's a rep that we'll probably see at some point, on a Sunday here in the season. And we'll be able to go back to that and be on the same page that, if he plays outside leverage low like that, I'm going to take it over the top and he's got to put a ball with touch and, we're able to complete it. So, those are just reps that you got to bank and, it'll pay off down in the season.
A lot of people when they ask about you, the first thing they say is the person who you are. What's the basis of the foundation?
It's funny, I was actually thinking about that the other day. My dad always told me that, one day people are going to forget Christian Kirk, the football player, but they'll never forget Christian Kirk, the person. And so I always try to leave a lasting impact with who I am as a person and how I treat you when we engage. And, I just want people to, when they walk away or have, an interaction with me, to say that's a good guy, that's a good teammate, and a good person, and then a good football player can come last, because my playing days won't last forever, but me as a person, I have a lot more life to live, and I just want to spread humility and be a good person on this earth.
Part of the business is moving around from team to team. How would you kind of describe the adjustment and transition, whether it's personally or just going from a different organization to now Houston? What is that like?
It's a lot, to be honest with you. My transition from Arizona to Jacksonville was the first time I did it, and first time you got to pick up and pack up everything and move to a new city. You don't know where the closest gas station is. You don't know what exit you take to work, where you're going to park. I mean, it's just a lot of external things. And moving here to Houston, having a newborn, moving my family out here, making sure everybody's comfortable, has definitely added some extra, I guess, variables outside of football. But honestly, I can't say enough about how helpful everybody in the organization has been. I mean, anything that I've brought up, they've been so quick to respond and help me out. So it's really been a blessing to have them, just help me transition and be able to focus on football.
To that point, in what ways have they helped you? There's an issue point to like that really helped you out.
Yeah, I mean, whether it's like for example, in OTAs, because my wife was pregnant. She had doctor's appointments every week, so the Texans helped fly me back and forth, every weekend, just so I can go see my wife on the weekend, make sure she's good, and then come back here and be ready to go on Monday. So just little things like that just really meant a lot to me, because I got to be there during that process, a special moment in my personal life, but, also be here and, learn the foundation that we're building here.
How have the early days of fatherhood been?
They've been great. Thank goodness for my mother-in-law. She's been helping us out here. My wife's a superstar, so she's been, just a trooper through it all. But being able to wake up and see my daughter every day, I say life makes sense now. Just being able to look into her eyes and, really have, a why, to go into work and, being able to provide and support for, your child. First one. Yes, sir. Yeah. It's been really special. Texas was always really special to my family and I, just because of my time at Texas A&M, and I just love the spirit of Texas. I love how much football matters in this state. And, I love that I get to run into a lot of former Aggies around Houston and be able to represent accordingly.
All good?
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you. Great.